What's up, guys? How's it going? Today we are going to be working on the 2.0 again, and as you can tell, I'm gonna start taking apart the interior because I'm gonna be doing a Starlight headliner in the Q. It's time to focus a little more on the interior. I won't be wrapping it in suede. I'll be doing the fabric dye, so it's a little different, you know. I know a lot of the Qs go with the suede and everything, but I wanted to do more of like a, I guess, I really like the OEM look of the black on the Red Sports, so I'm gonna try to aim for that and get as close as I can to it. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I already have some of the stuff taken apart. I got just the driver's side. I'm gonna take this apart right now, and I'm just gonna keep going with the interior. I know I got a bunch of stuff to clean, but hopefully, you know, some of this won't show once I paint as well. All right, guys, so I got the passenger side done on top. So I started with the driver's side pillar right here. So basically, it's just one clip that holds it on the top, and then there's like a little safety clip that holds it here, which is this one, this little thing right here. So basically what I did was I grabbed some pliers, you know, and then I turned it to where it slides out of here, and then I pulled it out, and then it pulled out perfectly. And then once I put it in, I'll turn it again. I'll turn it the other way so it's sitting straight like this, so it doesn't fall out. So now this side's done, so I'm gonna do that side, and then I'm gonna start with the middles on both sides and then the rear. So I'll come back with you guys once I get the passenger side done. So as you can tell, I already got this off. I got driver's side pretty much done on the top. I'm doing passenger side right now. It's pretty easy, honestly. So this literally you know, turns to lock in place. So it turns to lock in place like that. So you put it in here, then you like turn it so it can lock in place. And then it's just two screws here. You pull this up and then towards you. Sorry, you pull this towards you and then down. And there is this little plug, and then it just comes off like that. So then you have this. So this is also gonna get painted. I'm thinking about like taping this off and then taping this off as well, and this, you know, to really make sure like I paint all of this, and this of course is gonna get taped off. I really want to try to do my best and like keep everything as OEM, you know, like not as, I guess that's not the correct word, but I really want to try to keep everything as clean as possible. You know, I want to, like, I'll take apart the vents to clean them and then paint, you know, this apart too, and then the handles as well, you know. Yeah, so let me finish off the handles. The handle is pretty easy too, so you literally gotta just push this down and then it'll slide up. So if you get a flathead, push it down and then slide up on these, and then this just slides right off. Same thing with the back. So yeah, I'll show you guys once I'm done. All right, so passenger side is done. I got that out. I started working on the middle, got too carried away. So basically you take out weather stripping from both sides, and then you pull out this plastic piece. You have to move this one back, and then the one back there. You also have to remove the one for the seat. I didn't have to remove my seat because these seats have been taken out plenty of times. So I can, you know, they're not like fully clicked in, so I just move them up. So it's all good. But yeah, let me show you guys here. So basically it's one clip down here, and then this was actually kind of a pain in the butt to get it out, because my screwdriver, when I would press it and then pull out, pull this out, the other side would click back in. So as you can tell, I kind of already tore it up a little bit. Hopefully it's all good right here too. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, I was able to get it out though. It took some finessing, but I got it off. So in order to remove this piece, I am going to remove 1 and 2, and then this should just slide right out. That way I can just take this piece with me. I will figure out how to remove this in a bit, because I know to remove it, I'm gonna have to take off the seatbelt, but I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I mean, I could probably do it, you know, and then just put some thread locker back on there and stuff like that when I tighten it, but I don't know. I'll see what I do, and then I'll just keep you guys updated for sure. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this side, and then I'm gonna remove. Well, I'm gonna remove this first, and then I'm gonna do that side, and then, you know, keep going with the back until I can drop the headliner, which is almost pretty out. You know, these things are flimsy. Whoa, what the hell was that? Something fell. But yeah. All right, guys. So I took my time and figured it out how to remove it all completely. So I mean, I guess you could still take the 2 screws apart for that, and then you can still paint this separately, this little plastic piece separately. But I was able to remove the bottom piece of the buckle. So basically, it's like a little clip system in here, you know. So it's, I believe it's a T15 screw. It has 2, and then it has this little clip. So you remove the little clip. Well, you remove the bolts first, the 2 screws, uncover the clip, you remove the clip, and then you'll see this in here. And then there's like a little pin right there, you can tell right there, this little pin. And then you click it in. Well, it was clicked in. And then you push down on it with the screwdriver or with your finger, whatever you prefer, and then you pull out. And then it takes it all off. You know, it was pretty easy. So I'm gonna just do that to the driver's side, and then the headliner should be ready to be removed completely. Well, as you guys can tell, the headliner started sagging, but that's because I literally popped out those 2 back ones, and then I moved it back, and then it just fell. But I got to remove some of this tape for these wires in the front and in the back, and then they should just slide off. It's a good thing I already had the seats reclined before I unplugged the battery, but I'm gonna take the headrest off on both sides to try to maneuver it to come out easier. All right, guys, well, the headliner is completely out of the car. I laid everything out here, and then so yeah, I pretty much took apart. So I took these off, the little mic in the back, and then I taped everything up already with electrical tape, and then I just taped it on top so it can stay still. Everything's pretty much ready. So now what I'm gonna do is take my time and clean the surfaces, because these shits are freaking dirty, bro. It's probably blood, but yeah, like, it's all dirty. So I'm gonna take my time, clean everything, and then I'll go ahead and start spraying the dye down, and then scrubbing it as well to make sure it gets in really good into the fiber. But yeah, I'll see if I can set up a time lapse so I can show you guys, because I feel like it would be really cool. So let's see if I can set up probably on the car, have you guys set up right there while I clean it or paint it, one of the two. So I got the first panel here. I'm gonna do a test run with this one, because it's gonna be towards the back. So I grabbed the vinyl and fabric spray. There was a gloss, and then there was this one. I'm gonna go for this one. This look more like the ones that I seen in the Red Sports. But yeah, I tried cleaning this, but I think I made it worse. Like, some of these stains weren't on here. So I'm gonna just do a test pass with this, do a base coat, see how it looks, and then, you know, we'll go from there with the rest of the panels. So this is the first coat. Doesn't look that bad. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of that later. But yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm gonna bring the other piece, and then we'll keep doing the rear. First coat is done. Gonna let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna throw on the second coat. Hopefully that should be enough. So I can start working on the other pieces, and then hopefully I have enough for the actual like headliner, because you know that's what's gonna be, that's like the main piece of it. So if not, I can just go buy another one, but so far it's looking pretty good. It's not rough. It feels like how, you know, it's not like giving any like, you know, like rough texture or anything. It feels normal, so it's actually pretty good. It may sound rough, but it's not. So yeah, let's keep going. So this is after the second coat, so definitely only needs 2 coats. It already looks a lot better. I'm not really worried about these plastic pieces though, because this is what's going to be hiding, but this already looks a lot better. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the rest, and I'll set you guys up for a time lapse. Well guys, this is what I was able to paint with just 1 can of this vinyl and fabric spray paint. So I'm gonna have to go pick up another 2 cans, possibly 3, because each one of these took 2 coats, and then the headliner is like the biggest piece, so I want to make sure I get enough for the rest of the small parts, like all the plastic pieces and the headliner. I want to make sure I have enough for all of that. So I'll probably get like 2 or 3 more cans, and then we'll keep going at it. But dude, this looks so good though. Like, the black is definitely the way to go with this interior. I think this looks better than the suede, I'm not gonna lie. And it doesn't even have like that, you know, like that rough feeling that sometimes like regular paint leaves and stuff like that. This is meant for it, you know. So it just literally feels like if you're, you know, if this was like the OEM color that it came with, basically. It's pretty cool. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I'm gonna keep going with this, set you guys up again, and we're gonna keep once I do the AutoZone run, because I buy these at AutoZone. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll set you guys up again. What's up guys? So it's the next day, and I picked up 3 more cans. So I'm gonna start. I already cleaned down this plastic pieces. I got a baggie full of the rest of the plastic pieces that I gotta paint. So let's get it going. Well guys, this is all the parts that I've painted so far. Still gotta remove all the tape and stuff, but everything's coming out pretty clean. I think I'm gonna leave this color, cause or try to find one, an OEM one that's black, cause this, I tried taping it, but it wasn't coming out how I wanted to. So I'll leave that alone for now, but it's coming out solid. And then I even planned, I know this thing broke, but I'm even planning to paint these. You know, I already taped them off and everything. I even got the, just in case, you know, got the mirrors and the light. But I don't know, I'm gonna leave these till last. First, I'm gonna start putting this together, and then I'm gonna put back this together as well, so I don't have too many stuff like laying around. And then I'm gonna start painting the headliner. I have two more, well, I have 2.5 spray cans left, so hopefully that should be enough. I've been hearing around that it usually takes 3 to 4 coats for it to like really like that color you really want. So I'll keep count and let you guys know how many coats it takes. But honestly, this is pretty cool DIY project, not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be pretty like a pain in the butt, but nah, it's actually pretty easy. And you know, if you like taking apart stuff and everything, it's pretty cool. It keeps you like very entertained. It's nice. But yeah, let's get back to it. Well guys, this is how it looks. Don't know why it looks like it has like lines, but it looks pretty solid black in person. Took 2 cans, and that was 4 coats for sure. Looks pretty good, so I'm just gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the stars on it. So it's been a while, but separated into 4s, 150 in each, and I have my homie here helping me. But we're gonna start. We just did all the like markings. Now we're gonna go through them over again, and we're gonna start making the holes with push pins, and then we'll go from there. Currently 10:30 at night, and we got the first 2 done. Working on the back section right now. Man, this is taking a long time. I think the last time I filmed that last clip, it was like 6:30, 7, somewhere around there. But this is a like long, tedious project for sure. Gonna be definitely worth it though. Once it's done, it's gonna come out very nice. I'm gonna be riding it since the 2.0s have batteries in the back, putting everything to the driver's side, and gonna be setting up the box and then wiring everything to the battery with I believe it's a relay. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'll show you guys the steps of when I do that. I got the hot glue gun going because I'm gonna have to hot glue all of this down one by one, and then we will be ready to install. So I honestly forgot to pick up the camera and it's been a while. So I got the headliner in, pretty much have all the interior in, just not the seats, the rear seats, because the way I'm routing it, so this is all the, you know, like the leftover stuff. Pulled up this panel and I put the connectors towards the back. So I took apart the interior. See, like there's a battery right here. So I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna pretty much tuck it up to the side right here, and then, you know, put everything back in, and then have that running from that to this battery. I'm gonna go get a fuse. I believe I'll probably get like a 20 amp fuse for it, just to run it up by itself. Well guys, I was able to splice it. So I added a fuse here, and then, you know, just extended it to reach the negative and positive. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in and then test it out. All right guys, so I was able to wire everything up. As you can tell, the lights are on. So once I go here to my phone, and then all good, all connected from the battery. Just turn it off whenever I want. Has a bunch of cool modes too. It has sound modes, has twinkle, speeds. You can change the colors, the red. There's different modes: RGB fade, 7 color. Pretty cool. But yeah, now I just gotta cut the fibers. Well guys, as you can tell, I'm done. It looks so cool. I haven't put the sun visors on both sides because I'm going to be getting those in black. I'm just waiting for the dude to hit me back up to see if he's down to sell them to me or not. But as you guys can tell, it looks so good. And then I can just change them any color. It's so cool. But yeah, it's done. 600 stars in the headliner. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys stayed all the way to the end, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.